Good afternoon, everyone. This is Mrs. Malik, and I'm going to quickly run through the presentation here so that we get you all set up and ready for testing, which is on Wednesday, April 9th. So again, Wednesday, April 9th, it's a normal start time day, so it is not a Lamont time start day. You'll be here by 8 o'clock and in your testing room. We will be testing the pre-ACT online using the TestNav platform. So the test makeup is slightly different for freshmen and sophomores. This screen right here shows you each of the tests that you will be taking, as well as the amount of time per test and the number of items. There's a slight difference between the freshman and sophomore tests. So freshmen, you are taking the pre-ACT 9 Secure, and sophomores are taking the pre-ACT Secure. So if you take a quick moment here and look at the differences in the number of items, for example, the English test for freshmen has 44 items in 35 minutes. The sophomores have 48 items in 35 minutes. So take a peek at each one of the tests that you will be taking and the differences in the number of items, if there is a difference. All right, so now we're going to take a look at the TestNav platform. I believe most of you have probably taken a look at this in your math or your English, perhaps your science class. So this should be pretty familiar to you. Again, we will be using your Chromebook. It'll be super important that you have a fully charged Chromebook with you on test day. You will be logging into TestNav from the Apps tab on your Chromebook. So on test day, you're not going to log into the Chromebook like you normally do. You're going to open the Apps tab. You're going to select TestNav. You'll have a test ticket that has a login information for your username and a password. And then you'll follow instructions from your proctor to proceed through the exam. So right now, what we're going to do, though, is we're going to complete a system check to make sure that your Chromebook is ready to roll for testing. So if you happen to have your Chromebook logged in and open right now, I'd like for you to log out of the Chromebook, please. Once you log out, your screen should look like this, and you are not going to log in with your email. You are going to come down to the left-hand bottom corner here, and you're going to select the apps icon. And from there, once that pops up for you, you are going to select Test Nav. So again, you're going to pick the apps icon and you're going to select Test Nav. You'll see a screen like this that Test Nav is loading for you. And then you should see a screen that has a whole bunch of icons on it. Down the left-hand side are all of the test platforms that TestNav runs, and then you should see a bunch of states. If you do not see this screen, for whatever reason, the next couple slides are going to show you how to get to this. So if you don't see this screen and you're not able to select pre-ACT, what I want you to do is, in the very upper right-hand corner, you're going to see this little silhouette icon. You're going to click on that. And then once that drop-down comes, you're going to select Choose a Different Customer, which should then take you to the screen that gives you the option to select the pre-ACT. So again, you need to navigate to that little silhouette icon, select Choose a Different Customer, so that you can get to the screen where you're able to select the pre-ACT. Okay? So I think we should all be here by now. Select pre-ACT. And then here's a login screen. So on test day, that's the process that you'll go through. You'll see the pre-ACT/pre-ACT secure. And on test day, you will have an access ticket that has a username and a password for you to enter. Today, we are not doing that. You are not receiving a username and a password today. We are going to do a quick system check. So from this screen here, this login screen, you're going to, again, come back up to the very upper right-hand corner and click that little silhouette icon. And this time, you're going to pick App Check. So click the silhouette icon. You're going to choose App Check. It's going to bring you to the next screen. You're going to select Run App Check. And you should get app check complete, 2 green check marks that TestNav and kiosk mode passed. And then the next thing we're going to do is we are going to do the run the network check. So you ran your app check, now we're going to run network check. It'll take you to this screen. You don't need to estimate the number of test center capacity devices. You don't have to change anything there. I want you to click Start Diagnostics Test. And again, you should get a pass, test result pass. If for some reason you didn't get a pass, just let your Lamont Time teacher know, and we'll find you and assist you prior to test day. So green is good for both of those. Then you're going to click back to sign in. All right, and so today, again, you're not going to be signing in with a username and a password, but I am going to show you the practice tests. I think some of you have already done this piece. You've seen the practice tests. You've taken a look at the TestNav platform, but just in case you haven't, we're going to do that right now. So when you select practice tests, it's going to bring you to this screen that has a TestNav Examine tutorial and then a full-length practice for each one of the 4 tests that you'll be taking on April 9th. The Examine tutorial will take you through features of TestNav that are available to you during the test. I strongly recommend that you do this prior to test day. Take a look at the Examine tutorial, run through all of those screens. It will show you the different features and functions that you have at your disposal on test day. From there, you can take a peek at each one of the tests. So these are full-length tests for you. They also have the opportunity for you to take a look at accommodation. So if you're a student who receives accommodations, you can take the test with that particular accommodation activated. Again, I strongly recommend that you pop through each one of these tests, the English test, the math, the reading, and the science, so that you can become familiar with what the screen looks like, how you advance from one question to the next, how you mark a question that you want to come back to. So practice taking a look at that Desmos calculator. There is a Desmos calculator available to you to use. So if you're comfortable with that, you can use that calculator on the test day. If you'd rather bring in your own calculator, you can do that as well. This final slide here has links to practice test questions in each one of the areas. These are all ACT-based, or ACT-created practices, and so if you haven't taken a look at some of those ACT questions, this is an opportunity for you to do so here. This presentation will be available to you, so you can take a peek at those live links and do some of those practice test questions. So again, April 9th is our test day. If you have any questions, please do reach out to me at my email address, which is right here. And right now, I strongly encourage you to take some time to take a look at the TestNav platform, run through that tutorial, and take a look at some of the test questions that are available to you.